So we're at our third school, the Erasmus Hall High School.
That's right.
And Erasmus Hall High School was a 4-year public high school located at 899 925 Flatbush Avenue between Church and Snyder Avenues in the Flatbush neighborhood of the New York City borough of Brooklyn.
That's right. We're at the back entrance right now. We're going to walk around to the front entrance. You can't get in, but you can see the courtyard set up.
Yeah, and we'll hear about that in a second.
Yeah.
So this was originally founded in 1786 as Erasmus Hall Academy, a private institution of higher learning named for the scholar Desiderius Erasmus, also known as the Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch Renaissance humanist and Catholic Christian theologian. The school was the first secondary school chartered by the New York State Regents. The clapboard-sided Georgian federal-style building, constructed on land donated by the Flatbush Reformed Dutch Church, was turned over to the public school system in 1896.
Yeah, where this is not a part of it. We're just going the long ways around right now.
Yeah, this looks like it's actually a different school.
This is PS 6 Bedford Avenue entrance. But we're going to come around the corner to check out the front. Anyway,
Perfect.
Continue.
Around the start of the 20th century, Brooklyn experienced a rapidly growing population, and the original small school was enlarged with the addition of several wings and the purchase of several nearby buildings. In 1904, the Board of Education began a new building campaign to meet the needs of the burgeoning school student population. The superintendent of school buildings, architect C.B.J. Snyder, designed a series of buildings to be constructed as needed around an open quadrangle while continuing to use the old building in the center of the courtyard. So I guess that was the courtyard that we just saw.
Yeah.
I don't really know what a quadrangle is. I guess a four-sided triangle, which isn't a triangle. Okay, a four-sided shape. The original Academy building, which still stands in the courtyard of the current school, served the students of Erasmus Hall in 3 different centuries. Now a designated New York City landmark and listed in the National Register of Historic Places, the building is a museum exhibiting the school's history. Due to poor academic scores, the city closed Erasmus Hall High School in 1994, turning the building into Erasmus Hall Educational Campus and using it as the location for 5 separate smaller schools. Those 5 schools were the Academy for College Prep and Career Exploration, the Academy of Hospitality and Tourism, a high school for service and learning at Erasmus, a high school for youth and community development at Erasmus, and the Science, Technology, and Research Early College, High School, Middle School at Erasmus.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder what the deal is with breaking these schools up. Again, I said we'll see that a few times, but there must have been some sort of philosophy that changed about not having massive administrations and chunking it up into smaller things.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one in particular, it said that they closed it because the scores were so low.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they just thought, like, if we specialize in smaller chunks, then we'll be able to actually teach the kids better.
Right. All right. Now, go on.
Yeah, no, I think we were going to say the same thing. Now we get to talk about who went to this school.
There are two people, and one of them, you know, she's a diva.
Oh yeah. I think they might both be divas, but one is like really, really, really well known as a diva.
Yes.
And that diva is Barbra Streisand.
Babs.
That's it. That's who we're talking about.
Let's talk Babs.
I don't know if she really needs the
She doesn't need us.
The description.
She doesn't need us, that's for sure.
But here we go anyway. Barbra Streisand is an American singer, actress, and filmmaker. With a career spanning 7 decades, she has achieved success in multiple fields of entertainment and is among the few performers awarded the EGOT, which is all of them. The Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony.
EGOT.
Yep. Streisand began her career by performing in nightclubs and Broadway theaters in the early 1960s. Following her guest appearances on various television shows, she signed to Columbia Records and released her debut, the Barbra Streisand album, in 1963, which won 2 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year. Throughout her recording career, Streisand has topped the US Billboard 200 chart with 11 albums, which is a record for women, including People from 1964, The Way We Were, Guilty, and the Broadway album from 1985. She has topped the US Billboard Hot 100 chart 5 times with her #1 singles, The Way We Were, Evergreen, You Don't Bring Me Flowers, No More Tears, Enough Is Enough, and Woman in Love. Following her established recording success in the 1960s, Streisand ventured into film by the end of that decade. She starred in the critically acclaimed Funny Girl, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. Additional notoriety followed with films including the extravagant musical Hello Dolly, the screwball comedy What's Up Doc, and the romantic drama The Way We Were. Streisand won a 2nd Academy Award composing music for Evergreen, the love theme from A Star Is Born in 1976. She was the first woman to be honored as a composer. With the release of Yentl in 1983, Streisand became the first woman to write, produce, direct, and star in a major studio film. The film won an Oscar for Best Score and a Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture Musical. Streisand also received the Golden Globe Award for Best Director, becoming the first and for 37 years the only woman to win that award. Streisand later directed The Prince of Tides and The Mirror Has Two Faces. With sales exceeding 150 million records worldwide, Streisand is one of the best-selling recording artists of all times. According to the Recording Industry Association of America, she is the highest certified female artist in the United States with 68.5 million certified album units, tying with Mariah Carey. Billboard honored Streisand as the greatest Billboard 200 female artist of all time. Her accolades include 2 Academy Awards, 10 Grammy Awards, including the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and the Grammy Legend Award, 5 Emmy Awards, 4 Peabody Awards, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and 9 Golden Globes.
There you go.
Wow,
yeah.
Girl. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Good for Babs.
Yeah.
There's also another woman that went here.
Yes. I mean, there are plenty of women that went here. There weren't a lot of listed people in this particular genre of female vocalists, but this one, I like her music more, maybe.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Before we talk about her, I want to briefly say that I met Barbra Streisand once.
Oh, yeah?
When I was selling little alpaca baby clothes that were all made out of natural fiber. It was selling them for someone else. They were like made out of the natural fibers. They were the natural color of the alpaca. They were like all the different browns and creams and stuff. It was really cool, and that's like how we sold them. And the way I met her was that she came to this sale. She came up to my table and she was like, "Odd colors for baby clothes, don't you think?" And I was like, I think I was like 20 years old, and I was like, well, I mean, it's alpaca. Hi. Very like nervous. And also, honestly, I was like, why are you talking to me then? Like, I'm obviously selling them, so no, I don't agree with you, Barbra Streisand.
Well,
thanks for stopping by.
She's a director as well as a diva.
It was good.
So
no, it was good. She was like,
it was exactly,
yeah, I was glad she took the time to talk to me.
Yes.
So anyway, moving on to our other special.
My favorite Barbra Streisand song is the Jingle Bell song, where she scats jingle bells.
Oh.
Anyway,
nice.
Continue.
Yeah. So let's talk about Stephanie Dorothea Mills.
Yes, Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, so Stephanie Mills was born March 22nd, 1957. She's an American singer and songwriter. Mills rose to stardom as Dorothy in the original 7-time Tony Award-winning Broadway run of the musical The Wiz. from 1974 to 1979. The song Home from the show later became a #1 US R&B hit for Mills, and it was her signature song. During the 1980s, Mills scored 5 #1 R&B hits, including Home, I Have Learned to Respect the Power of Love, I Feel Good All Over, in parentheses, You're Putting a Rush on Me, and Something in the Way You Make Me Feel. Mills won a Grammy Award for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance for her song Never Knew Love Like This Before in 1981.
That's right, and that's a fun one.
Yeah, I love that song.
We were listening to it this week in memory, or not in memory, in commemoration of
Yes.
Stephanie.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's head on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.